Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Orca Love Light. So y'all know how we do. We're gonna jump right on into it. So this morning, you guys, I'm just gonna make me a quick cup of coffee. If you are new here, I use 0 sugar creamer. So today I'm gonna be using a chocolate caramel. This one is a little, as my kids would say, it's a little mid, which meaning is okay. It's not nothing spectacular to go crying home about. But anyway, I'm just going to pour that into it because I am just going to be having coffee for breakfast this morning. I'm going to put a little bit of vanilla in there and a little bit of the salted caramel sugar-free syrup. So go ahead and get into this coffee and I will come back. Now, to hop on into lunch, we are just going to be making us a couple pieces of salmon, however you want to pronounce it. We are just going to season it with Old Bay seasoning and Italian seasoning. We are going to pop these little things up in the air fryer, and then I'm going to make some cheesy asparagus. I really wish I would have used Parmesan cheese instead of mozzarella cheese, but I wanted to try something different. So I had put like mozzarella cheese and a little bit of Parmesan cheese inside of a bowl and sprinkled Italian seasoning in there. And I think I put a little bit of garlic powder in it too. It turned out okay, but I really feel like if I had just had Parmesan cheese on them asparagus, it would have been really, really good. So y'all know this is going to be a do-over. This is going to have to be a do-over because I want to make them asparagus really good. So go ahead, get into it, and I'll come back.
Are your arms wide enough to hold my oceans inside them? Is your heart warm enough? 'Cause it's cold and I need your love. There's no one who holds me like you, no one who can melt this pain. There's no one who sees me like you, or makes me smile this way. You don't know how much you mean to me.
Alright, you guys, so for our asparagus, we are just going to drizzle it with some avocado oil. We're going to season it with salt, Italian seasoning, garlic powder, and red pepper flakes. And then we're going to pop it in the oven on 400 degrees. When they are about halfway done, we're going to top it with our cheese and put it back in there until the cheese is melted. And that is it. We are going to plate it and enjoy.
Don't know just how you set me free. Say you don't know how much you mean to me. Everyone's guessing at life, but your love is sure enough to find me. Everyone's trying to survive. It's you I'm running to for freedom. There's no one who holds me like you, no one who can melt this pain. There's no one who sees me like you do.
Alright, you guys, so once your asparagus is majority done, probably like 80% done, we are just going to top it with the cheese and place it back in the oven and let it cook until your cheese get melted.
It makes me smile this way. You don't know how much you mean to me. You don't know.
So right here, I'm just going to melt some butter and just add some garlic powder and parsley. And I'm going to give it a good mix and then put it on top of the salmon.
I've never had the best expectations of any man. Got my own explanations on why I'm skeptical and critical when it's good. But this time around you broke me down like I never thought you could. I say, how come it's so easy? It's unlike I ever knew. You say, 'cause it's right, believe me, I was designed for you. And for the first time I'm not looking around, 'cause I'm enough and you're enough. I'd say this much. I like it on this side of love. This side of love. I like it on this side of love. This side of love. It sounds cliche.
All right, you guys, so I had ordered this beetroot powder because I want to start drinking this because this is supposed to be like the best for your overall health. So here is what it looked like. It got 2 net carbs and it got like a pink hue to it. So I'm just going to put this in a 16-ounce bottle of water, and this is what I'm going to be drinking. So let me give you a little information about some beets. Now, if you don't know about beets, it is good heart health. It is good for detoxifying your blood. It's good for keeping your blood pressure low, keeping your cholesterol low. So if you are a person who already suffer from low blood pressure, or you taking medication for low blood pressure, please talk to your doctor before you start drinking this. Now, far as the taste, it's just bland to me. It don't have a specific taste to me. It's just bland. So my goal is to drink a bottle a day and see how I feel. Moving on to dinner, we are just going to steam us up some shrimp. This is the shrimp that I'm going to be using. I get these from Aldi's. This is a great protein source. This whole entire bag is only 3 carbs, and I think for the protein it's like 12 grams for each serving. So this is like really good, low carb, high protein. We are just going to season it with Old Bay seasoning, parsley, garlic powder, and then I'm going to put about a tablespoon of butter in here. We are going to let it steam, and then we're going to take it out and plate it and enjoy.
We used to have each other's playlists. No, used to be each other's best friends. Yeah. Now we go our separate pathways, but your heart's still in mine. Yeah. And maybe we could try it next week again, but I don't wanna think we're toxic. But who cares? You said that we're over, hands under covers alone this time. But everything I see still reminds me of you. Bag of all your things, the memories of when I kissed you. Remember when we used to say to each other, we belong together, me and you forever.
All right, you guys, so now we are going to make a quick sauce to go with our shrimp. We're just going to use 2 tablespoons of mayo and about probably like 2 teaspoons of mustard. I'm also going to be putting garlic powder and parsley in this. If you have hot sauce, I didn't have no hot sauce, which is ridiculous, but if you have hot sauce, throw that hot sauce up in here because that is what makes it taste so freaking good. I only had red pepper flakes, y'all. So that's what I put in here. But it was still good. It was still good. You got to try this with some seafood. This is so good. But please do not skimp on the hot sauce. Put that hot sauce in there.
Tell me where you been, yeah, since our break. I'm sorry that I blamed ya for things you can't control.
All right, you guys. So today was 1,263 calories and it was 17 net carbs. Total carbs was 22 grams. All right, you guys. So this is just a snippet of what our Thanksgiving dinner looked like. I cooked all of this myself, y'all. As you can see, we have some keto options and we also have the traditional Thanksgiving food. I did not eat keto on Thanksgiving. I had some of the shrimp mac and cheese. I had some yams. I think that's the only thing. Oh, I had a piece of corn too. I had a piece of corn and I had a biscuit and I had banana bread. I did not eat keto or no low carb on Thanksgiving. I enjoyed this time with my family, and that was that. So, all right, you guys. So moving on to the next day, I just made my wonderful parfait bowl. This is so good. So you just grab yourself a couple frozen blueberries or fresh, and I'm going to use raspberries today. Like I said, you can use fresh. I'm using frozen, so I'm just going to heat this up a little bit. in the microwave for about maybe 20 seconds. And then when it come out, I'm going to smash it all together. This is the yogurt I'm going to be using. This is the Too Good yogurt. I really like this yogurt. And I think this yogurt has 3 net carbs in it, or 3 carbs in it, and like 2 net carbs. This is so good. I really enjoy this yogurt. I'm going to mix everything together. And watch how pretty I make this look. This is such a delicious, beautiful looking bowl. This bowl makes you feel healthy. It makes you feel like you over here eating like a goddess. It makes you feel so good. So this is how I'm just going to mash up my berries a little bit. I'm just going to bust some of them. That way I can get the berry juice to pull on top to make it all looking aesthetic. We're going to use a little bit of almond butter. We're going to put a little bit of chia seeds. And I'm going to use about 3 cashews. Now, I really like this with pistachios, but I didn't have any more because my kids ate them. Let's take a moment. My kids ate them, so I don't have any more, but I do have cashews. So I'm just going to chop up or crunch up 3 cashews and put it in there, and then voila.
It's been so long, you've been so tough, you've kept it up, you've kept me up, been standing tall, keeping strong, and I'm doing well, I'm eating more, and though you might think that you're fine, someone, and
now look how delicious this look. This is so good. Like I said, it don't just look pretty, it's delicious. I love this bowl. Now moving on to lunch, we are just going to make us a cauliflower stir fry. You guys have seen me make this 1,000 times. Maybe not this way, but I put mostly the same ingredients in it. So we are going to use about 2 tablespoons of corn, maybe 3 tablespoons of peas. We're going to use about 1 tablespoon of onions. I'm going to season it with Italian seasoning, red pepper flakes, garlic powder, and parsley. We're going to put about 1/2 teaspoon of sesame oil. You can omit the sesame oil if you want, if you don't like that taste. I love the way sesame oil tastes, so I'm going to add that up in here. And then we're going to put some liquid aminos. Those who are new to liquid aminos, it kind of resembles soy sauce. It's just better for you. It have more, as you can see by the name, aminos in it and minerals in it for you. We are going to just pair this with a piece of salmon, however you want to pronounce it. I just made mine in the air fryer. If you haven't seen me make my salmon, please go back to the beginning of this video because I made 2 pieces like the day before Thanksgiving, so you can go back and get that recipe. Now this right here, this was enough for 2 meals, so I just kind of meal prepped these. So I ate half of this today and then I saved half.
you've been in your time, you need someone to love.
Alright you guys, so moving on to dinner, we are just going to steam us some mussels. Y'all know how much I love mussels. Now, remind you, before I did keto, y'all, I was not a mussel person. But look at this. 2 servings is 8 net carbs and 24 grams of protein and only 160 calories. What is not to love? And they taste so freaking good. So I just put mine in a pot with this time I'm only going to put a little bit of water because I don't want a whole bunch of juice. So I'm just putting a hint of water in there. I'm going to season it with just 3 seasonings. Old Bay seasoning, garlic powder, parsley. That's it. Old Bay seasoning, garlic powder, and parsley. And I'm going to do a tablespoon of butter. We're going to let that steam up good, and then we're going to plate it. And we are going to enjoy this. I love mussels, y'all. I can't believe I'm this person. I really cannot. I could never see myself eating mussels, clams, oysters, even sardines. But this right here, I love these. If you haven't tried this recipe, you got to give it a try. And if you're a person who is kind of like skeptical on mussels, give this recipe a try and tell me how you like it. This is so good. And guess what, y'all? I get this mussel bag from Dollar Tree. $125 for all this protein. Oh, come on with it now. Come on. You can't beat that. All right, y'all. Look, I didn't talk until I cooked it, y'all. Look at this. Delicious. All right, you guys. So I just did a quick grow with Joe. If you do not know who she is a YouTuber. She is freaking awesome. She creates all these different exercise remedies for all different body types. I started working out with her once before, but I had dropped off the wagon. Now I am just making a vow to myself to stay consistent with her workouts, whether it's the 10-minute, the 15, the 20-minute. I have to incorporate her in my weekly routines. Y'all know the new year coming up, so I need to gain some type of structure over here. Now, you guys, this is going to be my last little kind of snack meal of the day. I'm going to try to eat these sardines. They are in mustard sauce. I'm going to add hot sauce to mine. I never was a big fan that I could eat these, but this is a great protein snack, and I'm not trying to eat nothing sweet before I go to bed, so I'd rather have more protein before I go to bed. Look, I'm trying to grow up over here, okay? I'm trying to grow up. So we are just going to put some hot sauce on here, and then I'm going to make my beetroot water. I'm just going to put a half a tablespoon in there. I packed the tablespoon. I'm going to put a half a tablespoon inside of a 16-ounce water bottle. And if you missed it, this is what it looks like. This is what the powder looks like. This is the bag it comes in. So we're going to shake this up well, and I'm going to drink this. Now, remember, I told you guys, this will lower blood pressure, lower cholesterol. It regulates your sugar. So if you're a person who have pressure issues, please, before you drink it, please talk to your doctor about it, okay? All right, you guys, so the day was 1,205 calories, and it was 24 net carbs. Total carbs, 30 grams. That is going to be the end of this video, you guys. If you are new here and you stayed this long, please consider subscribing. To my OGs who keep coming back, thank you so much for your love and support. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you was not too hard on yourself if you ate things that you didn't want to eat, because guess what? If you here today is a do-over. Every day you get up, every day you get to open your eyes and you get to place foot on that floor, it is a do-over. So don't beat yourself up. If you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. I thank you guys for joining me. I thank you for sharing this space with me. And as always, I thank you for watching.